wow. I think am I live, guys? Is that wild? T is live. It's unlisted. Insane. Insane. Okay, let's see. Let's switch to Minecraft. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be very, very loud. Okay, how do I switch to this scene? Switch.
Oh, wow.
Start. No, stop recording. We do not want to be recording right now. Okay, I guess we're just gonna... Well, I guess I could record it, because that was kind of my plan. Hello. This is kind of my new thingamajig. She's testing. She's figuring it out. What's it? Yeah, she's figuring it out. Woo. Look at her go. This is so cool and fancy and never been done before. Yeah, woo. Come on. She's her own mod. Chat filter. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna do a let's play. Just gonna do a little cheeky little let's play. What's your go? Test. Ooh. How are 2 people watching me if this is unlisted? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to send this link to my friends. Give me uno momento. You know what? I shouldn't do that, because I don't know if I've doxed myself. That's not wise. That is not something we do here. I should record. I should do that. Theoretically, yes. Let me start recording. Okay, you guys like coffee? Okay. I don't have a plan for this world. I just want to have fun. I just want to go about my little business and figure out how this world works. That is really weirdly aggressive. So this is a world I'm using Dye's Codex. That's a thing. That's something for sure. This is going really painfully slowly. Can't lie to you. I would never lie to you. Okay, so it's vanilla other than that, I think. Dude, how do I figure out this arm physics? It's real throwing me off. Oh, if you can't tell, I am on the stupid... What am I on? Wow. You know, it's fine. I'm on the special tweaker. Oh no. Oh hell to the no. I don't know why I'm especially Southern today, but it's a thing, and it's going on. So that's gonna happen. But we got the Shakespearean English going on here. We got the... Oh! So that's my V key. No, that don't sound right. That don't sound right, partner. What is my pedal? Not my pedal. The visual gaze. Whoa! That is not what I want to do. Button binds. Here we are. V. V should not be my voice chat menu. I'll set that to P. Alright. It's my turn. It's fine. Shut yo. Okay, so why did I do that, you little idiot? I need to learn to be normal. To be normal and normal. Ooh. 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 Oh, she quick with it. She quick with it. Why am I being the bean? Okay, so let's make not too many stone tools, cause we about to be ironing this girl for soon, guys. And let's try to get shears as soon as possible. We don't want to be killing sheep unnecessarily. I am getting T-Craft flashbacks for sure, these. What the frick was that? What the frick was that? What? Sorry. Whoa! Let's not do that. Okay. Let's make stone pick, stone pack, a stone packs, a stone packs. That's what I was gonna say. Because that's all that we really need, as long as we got some saplings. Whoa there. Whoa there, partner. If you can't tell, I'm in my southern skin, so kind of turns the voice on. I starve all. What do we got here, partner? I think that's a hole we won't be able to get out of. Whoa! Whoa there. Whoa there. This is true T-Craft flashbacks. My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. What direction? Ooh, a little poppy. There's some little poppies. Ooh, flower. First flower of the season. First flower of the season. Alrighty. Oh wow, ain't that darling? That's so darling. Now why is it not working like it used to before? Firefly bushes, these things all the great builders use. Lumabee, Braden Viking, dye. I could go on and on. I'm surprised my PC is doing well. You might hear a super loud fan. That's her struggling. Oh boy, they're struggling. Saved up for a long time. Not great work. Oh, coal! Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Minecraft roleplay. Gameplay. I would never do roleplay. Who would ever do that? That's so unlike me. I would never do such a heinous thing. Ever after in my universe, ever. I don't think that's anything like me. I wonder what this audio sounds like to you guys. I should pull my mic closer. See, my mic cord is only so long, so then it pulls. I have to get closer to the PC, which isn't good for my eyeballs, but I'm wearing glasses, so it's fine. Alrighty, we got some copper here. I don't think I'm gonna make copper armor. I think I'd rather build with it. But let's get a torch up in here. A humble torch. What shaders do we have installed? Oh, my goodness golly, I don't have my keybinds. Keep forgetting about that. Thought I set them up, I did not. Coffee time. Stay hydrated, y'all. Always gotta stay hydrated. Always gotta stay hydrated here, so. Okay, so that side looks like it's a little bit safer, maybe. Let's just. Oh! Wait, it leads to the other side. Ain't that convenient? Ain't that real nice? Real nice. Tumbleweed. Tumble sound. Yeah, what are we gonna call this? What are we gonna call my humble abode in this well, that was when a little rich boy English father. My father will hear about us. I promise I'm not this weird. I'm just talking to myself, so I have to be extra entertaining. Alrighty. Ooh. Gave me a fright there. Gave me a little bit of a fright there. Gave me a fright there in your full leather armor. And I don't have food. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. maybe we stick to the safer parts of town. Wow, that is far out. Far out. Far out. Far out. Okay. Okay, I just need a little stake of iron. I nearly just fell. That would have been tragic, ain't it? Oh my, I don't have creeper explosions turned off. Forgot about that. Iron is Y level 16, I think. Let's see. Okay, we are way too high up. That is not... But how are we going to get back up is my question. Because I could go down, but I am vastly unprepared. If my name ain't Priscilla, it's not, for the record. Okay, what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to go back up to the surface and get ourselves a spawn. Then we don't have to worry about potentially dying and losing ourselves. Amen. Amen. Stay safe out there, y'all. Stay safe. Today, I'm gonna make some yummy dinner with imitation crab or prawn, depending on what I can find. The supermarket out here in Africa, we ain't got lots of options. Right, should I head towards 0-0, or should we try to find a village? I'm wondering if we should find a village. Oh, sheep! Sheep! I don't want to kill you, sire, but I have to. I gotta. Oh, wonderful. Splendid. We can sleep through the night straight away. I think I'm not going to set up camp straight away. I think I'm just going to craft a little bed. A cheeky little bed. Like the cheeky little gal I am. Alrighty. Ain't that fun? Ain't it fine to say enough? So you guys, I don't just sing bazooka. I'm good. I'm good. I do wonderful things, don't I? The Lord does wonderful things on my behalf. No, that don't sound right. I did not phrase that good. The Lord does wonderful things, period. Period. As you know what? We're gonna be smart about this. We're gonna be super duper smart. I mean, freak. We don't cuss here. This is a PG Christian Minecraft server. I know that was a joke. I know people joke about it, but we do love the Lord in this here establishment. Amen? Well, I guess I don't know. Period. I guess I don't gotta eat now. I have lost my pickaxe, haven't I? That won't do. That's not darn too. Holy cow! What is that rascal doing? What is that rascal doing? You know, I think. I'm not British. Mummy, could I have a chocky bicky? Where have I might have to just make a new pickaxe at this point. I don't know where it's gone. But I know if I make one, then I'm going to lose it as soon as I make a new one. So how about this? How about we make one, then we be on our mighty way. Let's keep that torch in hand. Amen? Amen, brethren. Amen. Alright. Forgetting we don't have the slash back command, so can't be so reckless with my life. Alright, which direction? Should we go yonder? Yonder, I kinda gotta go to the party. Might have to be back in a minute. Puppy! You know, I never claim dogs on servers because, like, I don't trust myself. But I mean, to like keep them safe and I can't go through grief, but I mean, he practically just gave, oh, I love him. Oh, that bunny's a cheeky bit creepy. Let's get some leather up in this business. Leather. Firefly. You know, I don't like to vandalize worlds too much, to leave them be. You know, I go in my corner, you go in yours. Period. But sometimes you gotta be safe. Cause like I don't want to loot villages, cause I'm like, this poor little bear. What? Those poor little villagers. I ain't know what hit them when they get a random stranger, goes around like a Viking, steals all their stuff, burns down the house. Like if that wasn't... Did I just throw something? If that wasn't mean, then I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna keep my fist unarmed. Show here that we preach love. Fire! Next to the village! Huzzah! Sire! Oh no! Oh no! This will not... I will not have this. Oh, it's melting. Oh, what do I do? Okay, okay, wait. What can I do about this? Oh, it's next to the igloo. How tragic. Okay, stone. Why don't I put a barrier over this, so people know not to cross? Because it is unsafe. Oh, it is bubbling. Oh no, I nearly just lost my torch. Okay, let me grab. See if there's anything in this here portal. Looks like it's been closed off for a long time. Might get a starter base going here. Not a starter base. A lodestone. Ain't that swell? We can get a compass. Oh, look, and a clock. Ain't that magnificent? Now, we don't want to take what we don't need from this. Because that would be very rude to the original keeper of the set. But we're going to have a look around this village, a little look-see. But we're going to be kind about it. Knock, knock. Can I come in? Oh, isn't this a pretty little setup you got? Oh, ain't this pretty? Ain't this swell? This is so darn tootin' swell. It's my favorite kind of village. Oh, hello, sir. Ooh, those ain't half bad. I can't lie. I might go over here while I set up a mine. I mean, I think it's fine to just explore. Now, I want to take that bread, but someone could have worked very hard for it. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to take a tater. I know it's rude, but I gotta. Just a single little tater. And you know what? I'll put one back. I'll do you a solid. I'll plant your tater back. If I just take one little seedling, okay? Okay. Oh, they got this carpet. That's pretty. That's swell. That's proper swell. I should take these torches out of my hand. I don't even sound like myself. I'm so sorry for intruding. That is... You got some expensive prices there, pal. Not the cheapest. This is a real nice village. Ain't that nice? Ain't that swell? Hello, sir. Leather for emeralds. No, that's... Hello. Oh, isn't this a pretty little house you've got here? Admire your sinks. You know, I love cleanliness. Oh, look, another settlement! Oh, ain't that wonderful? You know, I think we ought to set up a little start around here. The locals are so friendly. Ever so friendly, aren't we? Oh, look. You know what? I think we're gonna have a darn tootin' good time here, guys. Look at that little village. Where'd it go? There we go. Yeah. Oh, and they even got a path connecting. How sweet. Maybe we could help. This could be our mission. Preaching the gospel. Just as we were destined to be. Out on the road. Like our little kitty cat heart. Not messing with polar bears, cause oh, squid! Oh, the poor guy. We ought to get some ice skates. Oh, my goodness, it's a kitty. We better set up a fishing hole. Maybe greet some of those kitties. You know what? Let's start over here. Ain't this such a sweet little settlement? Ain't this so sweet? Oh, you don't have any trades. What can I give you? You like flowers. Can I give you a primrose? Is that an option? No. Let's see. This town looks like it's where all the residents live. Ain't that swell? I need to come up with a different word. Goodness gracious. Is goodness gracious allowed on this channel? I think we ought to take it up with my mother. You know what? Mother knows best. Might take a wee little water break. A bundle! Or a fardelle, that's my apologies, and beet soup. I'm gonna take a little beet seed, and then I can craft my own bundle, very own. Might have to kill a big bad though. I'd love to be a pacifist, but I don't think I have it in me. You know, so much known eating meat and vegan. I mean, technically, the halal version. Did I say that right? Someone fact check me. But I mean, like, well, that's not a pacifist. That's a culture. But you know what I mean. Oh, he got his own little flower. Bless its heart. Ain't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? The darndest thing you've ever seen. Already have 4 experience points. Ain't that swell? Ain't that the swellest? Oh, my heart is flutter. Is that another lava pool? I really gotta cover these up. But that's such a nice little spot there, don't you think? Maybe I could get someone over here. This might have to be where I start up my little setup. Can't build there yet, in the middle of the river, for heaven's sake. Let's see. The snowy little mountain. Oh, we can do a tea craft and build a hobbit hole. Is that an ice spikes? How fortunate! That's one of my favorite biomes. Oh, getting a little hungry there. Sorry to eat mutton in front of you. I know that's probably very rude. That's my apologies. That's my bad. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Let's see. Furnace. Crafter. Then we can place our bed on top. Ain't that swell? Alrighty. Put some coal in there. Smelt some more meat. I could use a piece of string. Oh! Lovely! We can get our first iron nugget! Or, I have a better idea. Guys, oh my gosh. I made a lantern! I made a lantern! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, let's take out this meat, put in the new meat, and we're gonna snooze and have a little break. Okay, let's BRB. Oh, ain't that swell? Okay. Hello. Hello! Oh no, I nearly just broke my mic stand. Ain't that not so swell? Okay. Hey, BRB. back! Oh, ain't this splendid? Ain't this such a splendid little day? Okay. Back to the craft of the mind. Is it morning? It is morning. How splendid. I love sure morning. I love morning. Oh wow, it's already been nearly 30 minutes. How joyful. Okay, I'm just gonna be a little Southern Belle. Ain't no harm in that. Well, there's a little harm. There's a little harm sometimes. There's a little bit of harm. I think I'm gonna make some barrels. I think that would be nice. Okay. I'm a slow crafter, I know. Okay. I think our next step is we ought to get some wood for a little setup here. Because we ain't got much, but we're happy. We sure as heck are happy, aren't we? Aren't we? Okay. And we got some steak. Let's not put all our eggs in one basket. Where did I get golden carrots? What? Where did I get them from the portal? When did someone play footage back? I should make a VOD. I'm gonna make a VOD. Okay, so we ought to make a hoe when we got the chance. Oh, look at the fairy shrubs. Aren't they darling? Aren't they so darling? Okay. Okay, let's get some wood and maybe some strength for a bundle. And I know in the past I have been particular about rabbit hides and maybe encouraging some behavior about them. But that's okay. That's alright. That's swell. Now, oh my gosh! Rabbit, you gotta be careful! You're a mere mortal! Can't have you jumping off cliffs like that. We should give you a name tag. Alrighty. Ooh, that was not English. Okay. I'm scared. I don't want to come in armed, but I may have to. I think that's the safest option for me. But I won't fight unless I'm fought. You hear what I'm saying? I should start a hardcore series sometime, like Hoel did. Y'all see Hoel. Ain't he such a darling? Ain't he so darling? Ain't he so darling? I should really add some... Well, I don't know if I can add, because I'm doing this on Die's Codex. Y'all should watch Die. He's a darling as well. I love Project Nudinium. Am I saying that right? Nudinium. Oh, there's an explodey guy again. You know what? We're gonna let him do his... That may have blocked our way out. Let's be safe about this. This feels awfully ARG. Oh, you know what? I think I love building with this stuff. Let's grab some of this. Let's grab some of this. Ain't this lovely? Ain't this swell? Super duper swell. Now I would unprivate this VOD, but I don't know if I said anything at the beginning that I can't cut out, so... Did you see that light flicker? Is that me? Is that a key in the ceiling? Y'all see what I'm talking about, right? Alrighty. No more mining. Let's go get some lumber. I don't know why it only stacks to 10. That's very weird. We don't talk like that here. No, you guys can. You can. I just need to spread Engels, if you know what I mean. So that I can have maximum viewers, of course. I ain't no monster. I should get a better axe, though. That would be... I forgot to put my thing in the smelter. Gosh, dang it. Dang nabbit. I had a friend who would say that. Never really knew what she was talking. No, I did know. Okay, we have some rules we need to set up for this Let's Play, okay? We will have absolutely no negative self-talk. That is not something we appreciate here. Everyone is doing their best, and we need to learn to love and accept them for that. Everyone is doing their very best. And we need to show people the Lord through kindness. Hate never got us anywhere. You can't show people love very well if you can't love yourself. So we gotta start doing more loving around here, okay? More loving, less hating. Criticizing, hating, not the same thing. If you're doing if you're criticizing someone because you love them, that's a good thing. But we don't want to do no plain old born old hating here. Cause that ain't fun. Ain't it fun? If Paramore didn't say that, guys. Is that the same village or is that a new one? I think that's the same one. Is that? Let's see. I can't really tell. There's a lot of lava lakes out here for a snow biome. Oh no, this is the same one. Okay. What direction we thinking? I think I enjoy being a Southern belle. Where I lived somewhere for a bit that had a slight Southern accent, but it was never intense. I think jealousy's intimidating me. Ensumbleweed of my name ain't Sumbleweed. But this Let's Play is fun. I think hey, this is where it started, ain't it? Aren't we at 0-0? I think our main mission right now is to get wood and to get string. Because as much as I don't want to kill any creepy crawlies, I think we need to make a bundle and we need to make a fishing rod. Because fishing could be our main source of income if we find the right villager. I also should probably start mining some oak because in these cold biomes, oak looks nice. And a dear friend of mine, dear close to my heart, doesn't like spruce very much. And I discovered I build with mostly spruce. And I would love to do something that everybody uses. Oh my gosh, is that a Christmas tree? Oh my gosh, it's totally a Christmas tree. We gotta put a star on that one day. Sandstone, ain't that my favorite block? That's a fun fact about me, guys. I love sandstone. I really love sandstone. But so, in my old forever world, when I still played on mobile, that wasn't super fun. R.I.P. Egg Mayo Sandwich. Best mobile builder I ever knew. What was I saying? Oh yeah. When I built on mobile, I built with spruce and I built with granite. Those were my main blocks. And I think it looked pretty good. And I never really got to show off those builds. Half of them were like tutorial builds, like I copied from Pinterest, but not in an original way. I'm trying to be a better builder, so here would be a good place to practice my assets. And I know you're like, T, you've just started a new SMP. You really shouldn't go on starting a forever world. But sometimes a girl wants to have fun. I was playing Moose in the Woods earlier. That was fun. Oh, eating break. Eating break. Cheers! Sorry about that. Set my day to the store to buy me imitation crab and cucumber. I'm gonna... Ooh! That wasn't... Let's take a second to heal our wounds. That wasn't very pleasant. Okay, hold on. Eating and walking will make your tummy hurt, so let's not do that. I'm supposed to be getting wood. This isn't very efficient. Maybe I could try to get some saplings and grow one of those mighty big trees myself. That would be so nice. And I should probably start making some copper tools, or at very least iron, other way around, but... Oh! Land ho! We didn't bring our bed, so we best be getting back soon, though. You can see the sun is turning down, but let me just get a couple saplings. Otherwise, I may die. Oh no! That bunny's going for a swim. Look at that silly little bugger. Okay. I don't really build with birch, so I think it's safe to say we can go back when we need it. Although, okay, as much as it ain't safe... Oh my gosh, ain't that the darndest thing? As much as I ain't safe here, we do need some string, so maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, I'm heading in the wrong direction. Silly me. Oh gosh, I've lost my way. Why am I British? See, we are supposed to be Southern. Oh, wait. Wait, is this the same portal or a different one? Oh, I wonder if any of these villagers will let me sleep the night here. Probably not. Let's just get home. Oh, no, not again. Oh, we don't cuss here. We don't cuss. Remember that. Okay. I don't think I can make it home in time for nightfall. I don't want anyone getting hurt. Maybe if I come in empty-handed, they'll let me. I don't want to put the torch on their bed. That's not... That's an office! Oh no, oh no. I am so sorry, sir, but I gotta overpay you. I gotta see. I gotta have a little slumber. I gotta have a nap. Let me unplug. Ooh, that was a lag spike. If I ain't never seen one. Okay, well, we almost home. If I can remember the direction it was in. Oh, I'm a little sick still, I think. I had this thing, you wouldn't believe it. So basically, when I fly on those big aircrafts, I fly back and forth. It's like time traveling. But the thing about time traveling is you get a little sick from changing time zones. Because, you know, if I go from one side of the world where it's day when it's night, and then night when it's day, it switches. That don't make me feel so good. So, I'm a wee little bit of that, but you know what, it's alright. What are my chunks? I think they're at 12. Ain't the worst. I like 16, but it can be a little laggy. These ice spikes are beautiful. I think we ought to be... Okay, I may get ahead of myself, but I don't have no worlds where I've beaten the dragon in Java Minecraft. I know, ain't that insane? And in Bedrock, I only beat it with Skyblock, so I really should get on that. And I think, ooh, some copper. But these caves are closed. This would be a good area to set up a mine. Let me put a torch there so I don't forget. What was I saying? Oh, it's not important. But I saw a YouTuber. They wanted to build every storage item in a different part of the map. And I thought, ain't that so clever? So I think I may do something of the sorts myself. And I think I also ought to make some item frames. Okay, what we gonna do? Why don't we plan? Let's go to where people won't see it, don't want to harm nature, though I'm sure it'll snow again soon. Let's plant these here. Maybe a little one of these. I wish I could plant an apple tree. That would be nice. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could craft ladders and I could go down there. Search of the Lost Totem style. No, bra. Kitty. Gee, I'm past a young age. I need to stop watching video essays. Oh, and I've done the wrong accent again. Silly me. Silly Billy. Ew. Baked potatoes. We ought to start a farm. We ought to start a farm. That's what we'll do. Now I don't want to commit to building anything this episode, I don't think. Because I think we could come up with some I still don't know where I got these golden carrots. But I don't think we have to set up anything. I think it would be nice to take it slow. Take it slow and easy. Ain't no pressure. See, the world is moving so fast, I don't think we gotta slow down a smidge. ironic coming from me saying I just wanted to beat the dragon, but I ain't never gotten electric. Okay, so I'm thinking we may have to set up in the cave because it may be too cold for our plants to grow. Now, before the police come here, I don't want to build... I know in Minecraft that's not how it works, technically, but let us innocent bystanders have fun. Well, no one is innocent. That's why Jesus went on the cross for us. So he was the only innocent person there ever was. So I think maybe we can make this mine a little farm. Maybe hang some lanterns. Oh my! Those guys are after me, aren't they? That's a little intimidating, but I think we can take them, right? Please don't hurt me or hurt my cave. I just want a swell little cave. Ooh! We can make fireworks! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Roleplay, keep it up. Actor. Oh man. You know what? That happened for a reason. A little sick, a little still. Why don't? Okay, so let's not have... Oh my window is fluctuating. Okay, so let's put a potato here, a beetroot here. I have begun to plant thee. Whoa, that was an accent switch for sure. Okay, what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little strip mining. We're gonna go down here for it though, because that's gonna be our food area. I think that's gonna be pleasant. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to invade. Is this your cave? That's my apologies. Maybe I should probably have grabbed some more mutton before. What's it called? Breiflies? Roasted mutton. Okay. You know what? Maybe we should torch this. I ain't playing with those fancy mod packs right now. Right, we're trying to go down to just a Y16, I think it was. Y16. Oh my, so we did start at the top of the mountain. This might take a minute. You guys might want to go grab some coffee, get your hydration going. Let me do the big work. You just put your feet up and relax. Maybe chat. Because guess what? I am currently doing a sub race with my dear friend Ducky. Lord, cause I can't speak Polish, but Lord Duck is what we call him. And he is at, I believe, 49 or 50 subscribers. And we thought, wouldn't it be fun to see he gets to 100 first? Maybe boost each other's channels. Maybe after 100 we'll go to another number. And maybe after that we'll go to another number. And so on and so forth. So, we thought it would be fun. Yes, I was saying that. So you guys should go check him out. And also make sure to like and subscribe. Or comment, because that boosts the algorithm. Now, I'm not saying you gotta do anything, because free will is the part of being human. I mean, honestly, I can't imagine not having free will. That would be miserable. Well, yeah, I don't know. Let's not go there right now. But you do what you want. If you want to help a feller out, go for it. But there's no pressure here, because this is a chill level channel. We don't want to force anyone into anything, because that's not sweet. That's not swell. You know what I might do tonight when it gets quiet? If I'm not on Sue's stream, good old Sue. Y'all should meet her. Oh man. Do you think I should... Hola, soy Dora. Okay. I also wanted to know, I've seen in my thing that my main viewers are from South Africa, which is nice because that's my country. But I was wondering, what languages do you guys speak? Because I think it would be fun to learn a little bit about the rest of the people who enjoy this content. I myself don't know a lot of languages, but I work on it, and I find it fascinating. So if y'all were to tell me what languages you speak and enjoy, then maybe, just maybe, I could try to learn a couple words for y'all, or set up some captions. Because, there's so many languages that are being forgotten with time, and I think that's the saddest thing. So I think we ought to all make an effort to speak each other's languages and to understand each other's. Now, if you have read the book The Alchemist, then first of all, thank you very much. I love that book. Good on you. It was mandatory in my old school, and I really enjoyed it. Most folks didn't, but I found it fascinating. But anyways, if you haven't, in this book, The Alchemist, it's about this guy. I think his name was Santiago, if I'm not mistaken. And he goes on this quest to try to find this treasure thingy. And through it, he discovers the language of the world, which is basically any language that's like speaking without words. It's like showing that actions are way more important than words. Most of the time. I think. Anyways, but it was the most swell little book. And, we found a cave. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Might just dig down. I'm not fixing to get hurt. I'm really not. And I don't have necessarily the health for this right now. I just tapped my microphone. I'm sorry, y'all, if you heard a little noise. You know what I might do? I might skip this for now and leave the cave open so that later, if I want to come up and adventure when I'm accompanied by someone to talk to, then I can. But it's a little intimidating for now, for sure. Iron! Iron, as the Canadians say. Oh my. Okay, so watch my back for me, please. Gotta make sure I'm not dying, but I need this iron. I don't really care. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, Santiago. Oh, I'm sorry, skeleton. Okay, you know what? We should keep going. We're disturbing the people who live here, and we don't want to do that because this was their home first. We also eventually should build a proper staircase down here, because this ain't sustainable. Oh, look at this pretty little gem. What was that? Oh yeah, Santiago. So the language of the world. And I found it so... Okay. You know what? We're gonna switch really quick. Just for your guys' sakes. I would do the country accent all day. But the language of the world, it was basically showing, like how you interact with people isn't determined by words. And I was actually playing this game earlier that was... Wow, I sound like Matt Pat a little bit. Sorry. I was playing this game earlier. It was actually called... It was called Moose in the Woods. It was so sweet. I'm gonna play it again later, because I enjoyed it thoroughly. Oh, we've gone a bit too far. There we go. Here's the chunk we're looking for. And yeah, it was this moose game, and it was about communication through, like, emojis almost. Just kind of, like, helping each other out without words. And I think that's, like, I can't remember how I got here, but I really, really like that. And so, I think I cannot remember what I was where I got this idea from. Oh my goodness. Let me just make a little pickaxe real quick. But I don't know. I think it's important to... I'm doing it again, aren't I? I think it's super important to, like, encourage people and talk to people beyond language. I remember now. I won't go into it too much because I'm not great at storytelling yet. in the past, I'm not great at storytelling. So I won't get too into it, but I've been to some countries where I do not speak any of the language, and well, I've spoken a little bit, but I find it really fascinating learning languages. Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I took over your cave. Okay. I find it really fascinating learning languages and communicating with people. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so... So that was unexpected. Let me... Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I found it super intriguing, the way people communicate without, beyond language. And, even if you'd learned the language to communicate with someone, isn't it just, the gesture to try to do your best to communicate with someone that you don't have to? Nothing's forcing you, and you're just kind of, doing it for them. I think if someone learned English from me, that would just be... And it's so cool showing, God's grace beyond words. When you show that you care for someone, and, in a way that's, in that God cares for someone, and you don't even have to use words, you can just show them. I think that's the most priceless thing. Oh! You pack a punch! Don't you pack a punch! Don't you pack a punch! Don't you pack a punch! Ooh! 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 Oh, fudge. Okay. But when you, show someone, I care for you so much, so I'm gonna show you, and I love you so much, that I want you to be saved, and I want you to experience the world through my lens, because it's so joyful, and I want you to try that out. When you care about someone that much, it's so, it's this... Wait. Okay, yeah. I was just checking my mic was working. I got nervous for a sec. That's happened to me before. It's been awful. But when you... Oh, this is a head hitter. When you show someone, or when you make the effort to look through someone's perspective, whatever your belief is, I think my favorite thing is I've had quite a few... Most of my friends haven't had the same worldviews as me, which is understandable. But I remember I had an atheist friend in around... Oh, please don't hurt me, sir. Please don't hurt me. In around middle school. And I remember junior school, primary school. No, it would have been grade 7. So that would have been high school, I think. Anyways, so I remember, and I had an atheist friend, and they were just the sweetest ever. And they were so keen on exploring other religions, and were so passionate. They listened to what I was saying. It's not like I've been hurt by Christian people before, so I'm not gonna trust you. It was more of, I want to understand. I care about you, so I want to understand how you think. And you seem to be, isn't that just the sweetest thing ever? It was genuinely, one of... I had a couple conversations, and it was the sweetest thing. And, you don't have to have the same beliefs as me. I would love it, but that's just not possible, and even if that was possible, then no one would really be able to challenge each other. No one would be really able to grow that much, I think, because, you know? You know what I'm saying? And so, that meant so much to me. I remember when it happened, when they were asking me about Christianity, and I was it's such a, I feel like religion has become a taboo subject, if I'm using that word correctly, and it's hard for me to, talk about it with people, I think, because I'm so young, because it's I don't know how people are gonna react, because you never know if someone's gonna just dismiss you because you're too young. And that's never really happened to me, but I think I have a lot of fear in what people are going to think of me in regards to religion in some sense, and just a lot of things, which is something I really should work on. But I won't get into that here because that's not what you guys came here for. But yeah, we're gonna work through some stuff, and it's gonna be okay. And I've always said, like, my friends have joked about, like, I should make a Discord server before, and I don't think I could handle that. I'm terrible at moderation. Like, no. I mean, like, at moderating, like, servers. I just don't think I would be good at it, and as an owner, that's kind of like, you could hire mods and stuff, but I'd feel bad not paying, and blah, blah, blah. But I think, like, if I have a server, I would have a section for debates, 100%. Maybe not politics, because that can get really serious really fast, and again, like, I don't think I would be able to manage that, regardless if I had mods with me, because people don't view on what's the line and stuff. Agree, I mean, a view. But I would love to have, like, a philosophical or religious debate section where people could just talk it out, because, like, how are you ever gonna grow if you can't show each other's point of views? I mean, like, if you care about someone and you want them to see eye to eye with you, or at least like half an eye to half an eye, then, like, wouldn't you want to make the effort to talk about why this? Otherwise, if they do start believing, then they could get, like, they could get a wrong misconception, and obviously everything is subjective, but, like, I wouldn't want them to get the wrong idea, because I think a lot of the spite and hate towards certain religions is because people don't get the full picture. They don't get a lot of information. And one of my goals this year is to become well-versed on the stuff that I like to debate, because what's the point in debating the Bible if I'm debating the complete wrong philosophy and I have the whole wrong idea? Because then I'm being a fraud, you know? Well, not on purpose, but just, I don't think you should debate something if you don't have, well, obviously that's not true, but I'm saying, like, I don't think you should claim to be right if you don't have all the knowledge in the world. At least, like, serious right, not, like, unserious right, if you know what I mean? Because nobody has all the knowledge in the world. That's the reality of it. If you did, I mean, look at the King in Yellow story, not the Weefy's ARG, like, the original. Like, the point of that story is that the people go out of their mind because they can't handle that much information. That's just, like, spoilers, I guess, but, that's just, like, humans aren't built for that much capacity. And, like, there's that part of your brain, I forget what it's called, I was learning about it in psychology the other day, that stores information, and that's, like, and all the labels you've come up with and stuff, and it's, like, I find it so fascinating how things can just change like that, you know? Like, that quickly. Like, I think there's only one thing that I could possibly be certain in life about, and that is that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. That's only thing I would ever consider myself certain of, I think, because, like, if you have a good enough debate, then honestly, like, anything could be true in your vision. I mean, like, look at lawyers. Like, their whole job is to convince people of something, you know? I don't have a shield. I don't know if I should do this right now. Maybe we cap it here and then come back when I'm a bit more geared. But how am I going to get geared? Okay, you know what we're going to do? We are going to do this really fancy trick where we go like this. And we maximize. Alright, what was I saying? Just the way people perceive things is so entertaining. Like, I think you could change my view on so much if you had a good argument. Like, life is so uncertain. I think, if you know me on Discord, my bio is actually about it. It's like, I've known people who have struggled really bad with derealization before, and a quote that has helped them in the past has been the descartes, I think I'm saying that right, wrong, is the I think therefore I am, or rather the original I doubt therefore I think therefore I am, which is just like such an inspiring like thing, like, because it's just like, it's saying like I like the amount of, or that one clip in Young Sheldon where he's like, the amount of variables for the universe is too precise to be a coincidence. Like, showing like, I could talk about this forever. It's just like, everything is just so fascinating about like everything. Like, the fact that you can just, change your view on things and stuff. It's like, we as humans are here not just to help each other survive, but to like teach each other, help each other grow, and help each other learn. And like, if that's not like the coolest thing ever, like, we weren't placed here randomly. We were here to show each other how to grow. But back to the I think therefore I am. It's showing like, I couldn't possibly have thoughts about a higher life power if there wasn't one. It's kind of like, it's like that idea doesn't, humans can't just like conceive new ideas by themselves, I don't think. Like we're not that smart. Like we're our own thing, but I don't think we could come up with something like out of the blue. Like in Sophie's World, when she was like, oh gosh, I do not like the author of that book, but in Sophie's World, when they were like debating and saying like, if you like just entered the world not knowing anything, like not getting public education, like what would you genuinely think about the world? Like what would be your first thought? And I think like, and she was like, well, I would do this and this, and I'm like, I don't think you could have come up with that idea by yourself. Like, I think so much of like I think like part of the reason I believe is obviously faith, but it's because it's like, from a scientific standpoint, like how does like ideas, like everything comes from everything, like labels, like this is a pickaxe objectively because that's what we've associated with this shape, you know? Like, that's what we've decided, okay, this is a pickaxe, this is da-da-da, like, this is a bed, this is a creeper, this is a skeleton. Like, you don't spawn in knowing that this is natural. Like, everything can be taught, you know? Like, that's how kind of it works. Oh! Hey there, pal! Hey there! Maybe I should have kept kidding. Like, you don't just kind of come up with those ideas by yourself, is what I'm saying. Like, everything is influenced, and I'm saying, like, surely there's no way on Earth that there wouldn't be a God, or wouldn't be deities, unless somehow, the creator put that idea in our head when he was creating, when he was creating us. Like, you know? Like, I just don't think I don't think we're smart enough for that. Like humans we're not simple creatures. People say that humans aren't simple. We have so many, like, neurological, like, parts of us. And humans are not simple, period. But from a standpoint, I don't think we could nearly be as smart as what created us. And, like, so, like, saying, I think, therefore I am is, like, it's like, I was created by something that loves me enough to give me free will. And I don't come here naturally. It's not, personally, I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. Well, the show is real, but it's like, I don't think we just came here out of nowhere. Like, and it's saying that we came here out of nowhere and came up with the idea of a higher power by ourselves just doesn't seem probable to me. That's just me. Oops. But obviously everyone has different views and opinions, and that's a big part of how we grow as people, because if an atheist and a Christian or a nihilist and a absurdist, or just two people on opposing sides. This is why I don't play hardcore. We're trying to teach each other, like, this is how the world works and stuff. And, like, in this hypothetical scenario, then they both ended up switching worldviews. Like, exchanging, like, did it? Oh, I thought I blew up all my stuff. Exchanging worldviews and stuff like this, and learning, teaching each other, and growing through each other, like, that's kind of the point, right? Like, obviously not the entire point, but I think, like, otherwise humans would be created in solitary. Like, we wouldn't have connections for no reason. We wouldn't be able to interact with each other. We wouldn't be able to form thoughts if we were the ones by ourselves, because how would we ever think to do that? Like, ideas don't just, like, spawn. Like, there's connections that have to be made. You know? Like, in my book, at least, I need to stop pacing around. It's gonna make me nauseous. But yeah, like, my point being, like, there's so many reasons I believe in God. Like, I could go on forever, genuinely. But I think a big part of it is, like, the fact that I'm even questioning it is just, it's so telling to me. Like, I don't just, you know, like, every art has inspirations. Hold on, this may lag for a second. Like, you know, like, this is so interesting to me. It's like, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about this later. Genuinely, like, it would be so interesting to me. I think I'm going to study philosophy. It's like, I didn't know at first because it was just a hobby. I did not mean to do that. But it was just like a for fun thing. But it's just, I just want to learn about it and, like, why people think the way people think, you know? Like, a nihilist wouldn't become a nihilist by themselves unless they had experience that shaped them to think that way, or someone taught them to think that way, you know? Like, there's just, everything is so complex, and I think that's the coolest thing ever. Like, I can't even. I'm smiling right now just talking about this. I'm gonna turn my light on. Hold on. Okay. And just, like, saying these thoughts out loud as someone who spends a lot of time by myself by choice. Well, not necessarily by myself, but you're never alone with God, guys. Just remember. But now there's nowhere to hide. Bat, I don't want to kill you. Stop jumping in the way. We're not gonna come across you. Oh, we should cut that out. Editor. I hope that didn't pick up on the mic. Then again, with stuff like that, things are only as bad as you perceive them, or as other people perceive them. No, like, well, you guys probably have heard of nature versus nurture versus eclectic. I think there's definitely both. And, it's like, so much, like, of everything is learned behavior. And, like, when you, like, sorry, I'm just happy I get to talk about this. It's my channel. I can do what I want, but theoretically, that having a philosophical debate with myself is something I do enjoy, guys. I'm a bit of a nerd. Remember that. Nerds have fun too. Okay. How are we gonna link this? What was I saying? I don't know. And I could go so into the whole I think therefore I am. I've put, like, I'm gonna get for my birthday, like, more of the full descartes writing, because the internet is like, I believe it, and it's as easy to, like, you can spread false information so easily anywhere, but, like, with philosophy and psychology, I feel like I'd rather read from an outdated book and learn as the people who made the original theories learned, rather than be corrected online, if you know what I mean. If you catch my drift. So, yeah. I think... Or, like, I was thinking to myself earlier, like, the prospect of, like, having flesh and having... I won't go too deep into this because it grosses people out. But, like, the concept of, like, the fact that cause and reaction is so specific, like, you'll probably gain weight if you eat, a specific combination of certain things, you know, and you can lose weight by eating another specific combination of things. Like, that just proves life to me. That just proves, like, and, like, when people say, like, living in a simulation, I've been there, I've had those thoughts before, but it's like, we are not that powerful as humans. That's kind of what I think about it, you know? It's like, this could be something I made up and I'm actually in a coma or something. But that's just, like, overestimating my power. Like, I am not that smart. I'm human. But I'm not an all-knowing, all-powerful creator. Like, I'm not some deity. I'm human, and I'm just not that smart. Like, I'm smart in, like, objectively, subjectively, whatever. But for the terms of how much exists in the world and how much knowledge I, as a single being, have, like, there's absolutely no stinking way that I would ever be smart enough to create one of those situations by myself. Like, every little cause and effect ever just is proving of life to me, you know? Like, I'm gonna stop this recording because that's getting really long. But the prospect of clicking my mouse and somehow projecting a screen onto Minecraft. Like, there's no way that this could be a simulation, or that this could be fake, or that this could be a dream, because my mind is not that powerful. I've had dreams. I get super vivid dreams, for one. Like, by myself. Like, that's just, like, super vivid, and I can still remember them mostly in the day. And I can still remember them weeks after sometimes, depending on the dream. And it's like, in dreams, like, sometimes you can know it's a dream, like, that's lucid dreaming. But again, that's quite difficult to achieve. Quite a specific set of knowledge you have to figure that out, and experiences and stuff, you know? And it's, like, neurologically, I have no idea, so I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. But, like, yeah, just, like, or I think, therefore I am. Like, that's such, like, people say it's a powerful statement, but, like, it's a powerful statement if you think about it. Like, I am flesh. I am able to produce a thought like this. And that is so powerful. Like, isn't that just, like, so cool, improving of life? Like, there is so much in life if you choose to learn. And obviously, it sucks. Some people aren't as fortunate with me as that they have so many resources to learn and grow and stuff. But I'm a very privileged girl. I will acknowledge that 100%. And I have only had one really bad derealization situation before. Like, only one proper one. So I can't really... I've had my doubts for sure, but never... Only one that was bad, and it really wasn't bad compared to what I've seen in front of my eyes. So I understand that, like, some of these concepts are crazy, and people don't have my philosophy. Again, and I'm kind of happy about that because, like, even in a selfish manner, people not having the same thoughts as me is going to help me grow so much as a person and help so many people grow. And just, like, the fact that minds can be changed and at any point whatsoever, like, isn't that insane? Like, there's just, like, there's so much going for me and so much going for, like, so many people. I don't know. I just, like, the world is such a fascinating place. And it's just, like, if the complexity of everything doesn't give you to a reason to believe in some sort of higher power, then honestly, that's fine. But there's no way I could learn about all these complex little human things. Like, there's organisms within, like, even in school, learning about biology and learning about... I'm not big on biology. I suck at it. In the past, I sucked at it. I'm not great at it right now. Just, like, not... I'm so smiley right now. This is so enjoyable for me. Thank you guys for listening. But just, like, for the fact that there's cell structures and that there's that one Homer Simpson clip my history teacher made us watch in, like, year 7. Like, if you zoom in smaller and smaller, like, the more you zoom in, it's kind of like a loop, like, it sucks back because it's like proving that everything is just, like, so... I know that's not the point, but in my brain, it's like, it just shows, like, everything is so complex. Like, that is so cool. Like, life is so cool in that way. And I could be thinking, like, about this, like, in a way that would be like, I'm so irrelevant. But to me, it's more like, I'm so irrelevant. Like, I can make mistakes, and I can grow as a person in peace, and I can be embarrassed, and I can feel emotions, and I can do wrong things. Because in the end, I will have the ability to look in hindsight. And I am one of so many entities on this world, you know? And it's like, there is so many variables and so much complex things that what I do, of course what I do matters. And it can matter a ton. But it's just like, there's so much room to mess up. And there's so much room to learn, to be a different person and to change and to experience so many different phenomenons throughout your life. And it's like, phenomena? And it's just like, isn't that such a privilege that I just get to experience this, you know? Like, one of the things about philosophy is I think the deeper I go into it, actually, weirdly enough, I know this is not the same for a lot of people, but the deeper I go into it, like, the more grateful I get, because it's like, oh my gosh, like, I have so much to learn, and I don't want to say realistically, but there's so much time, like, I have so much space and room to mess up as a person, like, regardless. Forget other people's actions, like, controlling my own, like, there's actually so much I can do. If I'm in a bad situation, I'm not saying that if you're in a bad situation right now, you can fix it immediately. That is not at all what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, if me, personally, if I'm in a bad situation and I research philosophy, so much of it makes me so grateful. Not from the standpoint that, like, I'm so glad I wasn't a descartes, I'm so glad I wasn't a nihilist, blah, blah, blah. And no, it's more like, wow. Like, there is so much to learn, and there is so much actually happening. In psychology, learning about psychology, like, I was watching part of a Stanford lecture yesterday because I was bored at building. And it's like, there is so much going on within every person's brain. And, like, no person will think the same. And if they did, like, it's not possible. And if they did, even if they did, I don't think it would be very fun, honestly. I've said this before in this exact stream, but it's just like, it's so cool that we get to grow and we get to experience the world together as people. You know, like, wow, this means something. Regardless of, like, and we are all so small, and we all have such crazy impacts. The butterfly effect, for goodness sakes. I don't think there's anyone watching that doesn't know what the butterfly effect is, but if you do not, it's like, even the flap of a butterfly's wings can change the trajectory of history forever. Like, something so small and insignificant could change the world forever. And so, being in the present and showing, like, every little thing you watch, every little thing you consume is so important. Like, isn't that such a comforting thought? And it's like, I'm scared to mess up. But then that's the fun part about it, because it's like, at the same time, everything is also so, like, you're so small, and you're so tiny, and there's so much else that's going on in the world, and it's just like, like, I have so much space to do what I need to do. I have the opportunity to even just have these thoughts, and, like, the fact that I'm even able to think about and think and close my eyes and imagine stuff and, like, think about stuff is just, like, insane. Like, this cannot have happened by itself. Like, isn't it so flipping cool that we have so much we get so many opportunities. I should not have made that many furnaces. I was zoning out. Okay. Furnace wall! Oops. Whoopsies. The fact that, like, I, as such a small, insignificant person, can be so significant if I'm willing to put in the work, or if I have a specific set of circumstances that are really rare that happen to me and me only, which is the way the world works. It's like, oh my gosh, like, I am human, and I make mistakes, and I do dumb stuff, and it matters, and I'm going to affect people, and I need to learn that my actions are actions, and things are different. But at the same time, it's also like, I'm so small and insignificant. I have room to make mistakes. I have room to grow. Like, obviously I'm not going to try to mess up, but I can mess up as much as I want. And the Lord, Heavenly Father, the creator of everyone and everything, is so kind as to forgive me. Like me! Like, that's me! Like, I'm just a little speck of dust, and I can make a change if that's in my path. Like, what? Like, what? Isn't that so joyous and exciting? Like, isn't that so wonderful to think about? I know not everyone thinks, I know most people don't think in a similar way to me, but I just think, like, even the thought, like, church can be so joyous. Everything can be so joyous. Everything can have a good outcome if you view it from the right perspective. And I can't even... Okay, I'm gonna have a little break, and then perhaps end stream so I can make dinner. But give me a wee little break. A wee little break, Sage. Okay, give me a second. Let's see. Mute. Okay, hi, we're back. We have a protein bar in our mouth, but don't mind the ASMR. Okay, but back to the descartes, because I genuinely can't. I want to send you this article. Unfortunately, I don't have credit because I found out on Pinterest. And admittedly, I also have a blocked nose, so I sound a little nasally. Apologies. But having, like, I'm gonna read this really quick just because it's so beautiful to me. Like, I'm gonna read a couple articles because obviously you came here for a T's Hideout stream, and obviously you're getting philosophy lectured because that is my... Ooh, what did I just do? Because that is what we do here. That is what I enjoy. That is me. Jump in the Okay. Serious. Do I have G set? No, I do not. Okay, so I'm gonna read this really quick. Co-ego ergo... I'm gonna pretend I never started reading that because I can't even. I think, therefore I am, or better, I am thinking, therefore I exist, is a philosophical proposition by René Descartes. The simple meaning of the Latin phrase is that thinking about one's existence proves in and of itself that I exist to do the thinking. Or as Descartes explains, we cannot doubt our existence while we doubt. Like, oh my gosh! That's a thing! Oops. We exist! We're humans! Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so crazy and awesome and pretty and cool? Okay. The proposition became fundamental element of Western philosophy, as it was perceived to form a foundation for all knowledge. While other knowledge could be a very figment of imagination, deception, or mistake, the very act of doubting one's own existence arguably serves as proof of the reality of one's own existence, or at least of one's thought. The argument is popularly known as the English-speaking world as the co-ego ergo sum argument, or more briefly, the you know what I mean. Isn't that so cool? Okay. I have more articles. I have one more. This is like the actual Descartes thing I found. The article. And maybe we should AFK next to our plants, instead of by a random tree. That would probably be wise. Okay. Let's watch this in free cam. I don't have free cam. No. Okay. I'm feeling claustrophobic with it looking at my face. Okay, this is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be... Okay. We have free will, enabling us to avoid error by refusing to assent to anything doubtful. Still, whoever created us, and however powerful and however deceitful he may be, we experience within ourselves a freedom to hold off from believing things that aren't completely certain and thoroughly examined, so we can guard ourselves against anything ever going wrong. Like, okay, we're gonna go through each line and talk about them because, because it's so good. It's so good. It's so rich. It's so good. Okay. He goes, we experience within ourselves a freedom to hold off from believing things that aren't completely certain and thoroughly examined. Meaning, we experience stuff and we, like, whatever you believe, whoever you believe our creator may be, it's like, isn't it so amazing that we still got the freedom to, like, think of stuff, like, you know how many people, if they were powerful, would let that get to our heads, but our creator's more than a person, and so he gives us the freedom to think and to do so many great things in the name of him, and it's like, yes! Like, flipping Yahweh, bro! It's so powerful! Like, I can't even compute. Like, it makes me so happy to think about. Like, I can't even. Okay, next section. We can't doubt that we exist while we are doubting, and this is the first thing we come to know when we philosophize in an orderly way. That was technically the title, and I already kind of went into that, but still, we can't doubt while we are doubting. We cannot fear our existence isn't real while we are existing. Isn't that so bloody wise, yet so hard to somehow come up with? Like, it's such a smart thing, yet it took so long to say. Because humans are complex creatures, and we can't come up with... What am I trying to make here? I'm trying to make fences. We can't come up with stuff by ourselves. Like, these ideas don't just come from nowhere, you know? Like, the fact that we have the opportunity to come up with ideas, the fact that we are doubting right now says so much. We are little piles of what we've called flesh on this giant planet that isn't even that giant at all in the grand scheme of things. And then you say, like, I fear I don't exist. But then it's like, oh my gosh, we're on this giant planet. Like, I totally understand where you're coming from, because feelings, in fact, can be very different. But just, like, it's so cool. It's so awesome. Like, okay, stop getting sidetracked. Ooh, snowstorm! We should move our stuff to a cave, perhaps, because this looks like it's cold. Okay, let me sleep. Okay. Here is the longer part. Okay. I'm rejecting everything that we can in any way doubt, even pretending to think it is false. We can easily suppose that there is no God and no heaven, and there is no bodies, so we don't have bodies, hands and feet, and so on. But we can't suppose that we, who are having such thoughts, are nothing, At a time when I am thinking, I don't exist. That's self-contradictory. So this item of knowledge, I'm thinking, so I exist, is the first and most certain thing to occur to anyone who philosophizes, whatever it's called, in an orderly way. Like, yes! Yes, brother! Oh, clock it! Because, like, it's self-contradictory. That's the perfect way to describe it. You can't say, well, you can, obviously, but it's like, I don't exist while you are leading this crazy life in a crazy planet, and you are just a little relative in the grand scheme of things, but you also make an impact, and it's so complex, and you exist, I exist. Flat sound mentioned. Okay, moving on. 8. In this way, we discover how soul and body differ, i.e., what the difference is between a thinking thing and a corporal one. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so real with you, teacups. I don't really know what corporal means. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I digress. We move on, because philosophy! Okay. This is the best way to discover what sort of thing the mind is, and how it differs from the body. How does it do that? Descartes answers this in terms of we. This version uses the singular I just for clarity's sake. Well, here I am supposing that everything other than myself is unreal, while wondering what sort of thing I am. I can see clearly that I don't have any properties that bodies have. I don't have a spatial size or shape, and I don't move, because those properties all fall on the supposed to be unreal side of the line, whereas we've just seen that I can't suppose that I am unreal. So I find that the only property I can ascribe to myself is thought. So my knowledge of my thought is more basic and more certain than my knowledge of any corporal thing. Okay, that one was a little bit confusing, but it's like, me knowing that I am thinking is the foundation. That is, like, where these ideas come from. Okay. What is meant by thought, which is number 9? Okay. I take the word thought to cover everything that we are aware of as happening within us, and it counts as thought because we are aware of it. That includes not only understanding, willing, and imagining, but also sensory awareness. To see some of the force of this, let's connect it with this thought experiment. I conducted in section 7. Consider these two inferences. I am seeing, therefore exist. I exist. I'm walking, therefore I exist. If I am seeing and walking, to name bodily activities, then neither inference is secure, because I might think I am seeing or walking in that sense that a time when my eyes are closed and I'm not moving about. This happens in dreams. I don't have a body at all. But if I use seeing and walking as labels for the actual sense of awareness of seeing or walking, then the inferences are perfectly secure, because they don't go beyond the mind, which senses or thinks that it is seeing or watching. Okay, I know that was a long one and kind of confusing, but that is so flipping brilliant. Describing the fact that when people feel like they are dreaming, or when people have derealization and they describe it as, I feel like I am dreaming, he's saying that, like, kind of, this is how I'm perceiving it. It's like, okay, you can say that this doesn't feel like you're dreaming, but you know, sensory-wise, in dreams, you don't move. Your eyes move. That's a fun fact, actually. When you're dreaming, your eyeballs move just with your eyes closed. Found that out. Found it pretty interesting. But, like, other than that, you're not standing up and walking unless you sleepwalk or sleep talk. Like, sensory, you're not, if you think you're eating in a dream and you're not eating in real life, like, that's a very different sensory experience. In your dream, you don't feel like you're eating. If you're eating a burger, you don't feel the sauce coming down on your arm. If it gets messy, you don't feel the water cold in your throat when you're drinking, you know? Like, it's And that's such a smart point, because, like, when you think about it, yeah, like, ooh, I just, like, bit my mic. Oh my gosh, that was not on purpose. Oh my gosh, okay. When you think about thinking, does it feel like you're in a dream? You know? Like, your senses are activated, but definitely not in the same way as what you describe as normal life. Which is, like, powerful to me. It's so hard to describe. Like, and I'm running out of words here, so I may end stream soon. But, aw, fudge. But just hear me out on this, guys. Pants. See you here in Iron Man. Hath obtained. Okay. That was so brilliant. That was 9, by the way. Okay, 10. Logical definitions for every simple and self-evident matters only make them more obscure. Don't think of such items of knowledge as hard to discover. I probably am gathering this wrong, but from what I gather, it's kind of the same thing that teacher said in the Stanford thingy I was talking about. His first kind of thing that he was saying when the class started was take out all the terms you use to describe stuff and throw them out, because that will just confuse you. Like, if you know, please tell me you know what I mean. Like all the things you have given labels, that is great for, I'm also not going to do a helmet because I like to see my face. That is great for, like, life and day-to-day, but when you're doing philosophy, throw out all the labels. Do not, you know? I love life! Okay. I'm gonna save this for later, because we're still kind of broke, and I don't need to be carrying these around with me. Okay. Okay. This is the last little paragraph thing, by the way. I'm not going to explain that many of the other terms, in addition to thought, that I have already used or will use later on, because they strike me as being sufficiently self-explanatory. I have often noticed that philosophers make the mistake of trying to explain things that were already very simple and self-evident by producing logical definitions that make things worse. When I said that the proposition, I am thinking, therefore I exist, is the first and most certain thing to occur to anyone who you know what I mean, in an orderly way, I wasn't meaning to deny that one must first know what thought and experience and existence certainly are, and know that it is impossible for something to think while it doesn't exist, and the like. But these are utterly simple notions, which don't on their own give us the knowledge of anything that exists, so I don't think they need to be listed. That was like the last little thing I'm gonna say before I start making dinner. But that was also so smart, because isn't people say one of the hardest things in life to dumb down something and make it digestible? You know? Like, and so saying, you guys are basically saying you guys are making this too complicated. Life is a thing that exists, and you're living it, and if you're gonna be explaining something complicated, then stopping at every step, unless that's the exact thing that you planned on doing, because that's going to make things more complicated, and that's going to make things difficult for yourself and for the reader to understand. So basically saying, like, hey there, take a chill pill, dude, and give them some time to digest, is kind of sick to say. Because it's like, I totally appreciate what you're doing. Yonder it lies. Ah, dude, it's so smart, that little passage. I've been thinking about it so much because it's such a cool, like, dude. Just having the guts to say that. Stop overcomplicating things. You're gonna make it confusing. Focus on one thing, and you can figure out the rest later. That is awesome. And that is also where I'm going to be ending stream. I have had so much fun doing this. Oh my goodness gracious, I can't even compute. So, I love you, teacups. I will see you in the next one. Jesus loves you. And this was the most fun stream ever. I'm sorry it wasn't live, and this is probably going to be a VOD or edited down. But I'm not sorry I had these talks today, and I think this world is going to be great for philosophical debates and arguments, and maybe even having guests on in a VC while I talk and to debate. And oh, I love life. Okay, goodbye, my lovely teacups, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!